So I decided to record the process of me doing my magazine front cover, and I first of all made the image of Sophie and James black and white, and I played with all the different colours to make certain areas darker than others, and then I decided to type out the title of my full magazine, which is Fright, multiple times into Word, and play around with different fonts. And I chose to do this in Word rather than Photoshop because it's a lot easier to see it, and when I change the font on Photoshop it tends to flash quite a lot and I can't really see it. So then I played around with different shades of red for the title, so I knew I wanted red already, and then I went for a dark red and this font. And then I tried pasting it in different areas of the cover to give myself some room at the top for other information. So what I was trying to do here was make James, the image of James go over the masthead, because that's what I've seen in other magazine covers, and I couldn't do it, so I had to search it online quite a bit, and it took me quite a while to eventually get it. And I really like this image because of how I made the background really dark and Sophie and James really light. They pop out from the page, and I think it looks really effective. I eventually got how to do it, and I also changed the font a little bit and the colour, and then I had to re-edit in James's black eyes because I cut a little bit out when I was cropping it over the top. And when I cropped the image back in to put it over the text, Sophie's head had like a line on it, and I'm not actually sure how to get rid of that, so I've decided to cover that with a puff or something. So then I opened up the Word document again, and I was typing out all of my cover lines, again because it's easier to do it on Word than on Photoshop. And I've included Sophie's TV program that she's making for her media, and I was looking at horror films that are released around the same time as mine, which would be the 28th of October 2016. So it would probably be, the magazine issue would probably be released at the start of the month, so I was looking for films that were released in October, and I found that Ouija 2 was out, and so I was trying to make the cover line itself sound a bit like it matches the horror genre, so that's why I said, "We contact the dead to tell you what's in store." and all of these horror films that I was looking at came out before October, so I had to scroll for quite a while to find October, and then I eventually found Rings, which is a sequel to The Ring, which is released on the same day as mine would be. And I was looking at the director for the film, so I could put that as a cover line, because I noticed that when I was researching magazines as well. And then at the top I wanted to have a banner at the top, and I wanted to do something like top 50 horror films. And so I was looking at most famous horror films and seeing if any were having like a significant anniversary this year, and I found that The Omen was 40 years old this year, and so I decided to put 40 years since The Omen, is it still the scariest? See our top 50 inside. And then I was just still looking for more horror films that were released at the same time. So again, the video stopped recording, but what I did was basically I added these pictures of burnt paper to the bottom, and those are going to be the base for my cover lines, because in my plot, the ghost that possesses the boy was killed in a fire, and so that's why I've done that fire at the bottom. But I actually played around with the cover lines, and I just didn't like the way it looked, and so I got rid of them, and I'm still working on the cover lines and where to place them. But I've got a picture of what it looks like without the this is without the pieces of burnt paper, and this is what I'm going to go with, and I might put the cover lines around the side of Sophie and James, but again I will be playing with that. I just didn't like them at the bottom, I didn't think it looked right. But that's it, thank you for watching.